Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. After listening to Shivkumar ji, I am reminded of one experience many years before. Once upon a time, I went to learn tabla, and to that teacher, when I entered his room, there was a board, a red board. Those who know a little bit of tabla playing, for them rates are 100 rupees per hour. Those who do not know anything, for them the rates are 10 rupees per month. So when I entered, I started talking to the teacher. I said, I think that artist has done some mistake probably. He said, no, you have not understood. I said, please tell me. Then he said, those who know a little bit, to teach them, it is a pain. First of all, I have to undo all what they have done. And those who are raw, clear, they understand in one go. So today I can tell Shivkumar ji is the best student. Because he is raw. He'll be able to catch immediately. And those who are professional listeners, they will say, so many Mahatmas have come and gone. Now you try. It's a challenge. See, friends, when we study scriptures, it is not a process of learning. It is a process of unlearning. It is not becoming someone. It is the process of unbecoming. It is not doing something. It is the process of undoing everything. And therefore, all the attempts are in this direction. So let us not have that notion that we are going to learn something great and then we will create confusion for others. No, that is not the purpose. The highest authority of knowledge, the Supreme Court, but there is not a good word, Supreme Court. The highest knowledge is the Veda, and the second source of knowledge is the Puranas. The third source of knowledge is the Itihasa. Fourth source of knowledge is the Smriti Granthas. And fifth source of knowledge is the writings of the great masters. 5 of them. Anything which will contradict to the Shruti, to the Upanishad, it is not accepted. And therefore, when we are studying Upanishad, we are touching the ultimate authority of knowledge. As you all know, Vedas have got basically 3 parts. One is called as Karma Kanda, second is Upasana Kanda, and the third is Jnana Kanda. Karma Kanda is the most voluminous part of the Vedic literature. Then Upasana is followed by that. And the Jnana Kanda or the Upanishad is very little. There are thousands of Upanishads, it's not one or two. However, these 12 Upanishads which are commented upon by Bhagwan Shankaracharya, therefore they gathered more importance than others. That doesn't mean it is something is superior, something is inferior. It is your thing. The Westerners have named this in 2 ways. They call it as major Upanishad and minor Upanishad. So those which are commented by Bhagwan Shankaracharya, they refer to it as major Upanishad. And those who are not commented, those which are not commented by him are considered minor Upanishad. This is not the meaning. When we say elementary physics, physics is not elementary. It is the student who is learning his elementary. In the same manner, Upanishads are not major or minor. They are the same because some Upanishads are commented upon by Bhagavan Shankara, therefore they have gathered importance. That doesn't mean others are not important. See? So among the list of Upanishad, Isha, Kena, Kata, Undaka, Mandukya, Taittiriya, etc., Ishavasya comes the first. And therefore, according to the orders of my boss, Dr. Hegde, here I am presenting to you this Ishavasya Upanishad. One of the things I learned in my life is this. Now I am staying with Padma. So where I have to stay, I don't have to worry. What about my clothes washing? I don't have to worry. What about my lunch, dinner, breakfast? I don't have to worry. Life becomes so happy, is it not? You don't have to worry. In the same manner, I have gone one step further. What I have to do, what I have to talk, I don't have to worry. Swami, you talk on this. Okay, over. Never be a leader if you want to be happy in life. Be a follower. Again, this I say, my whole process of study and spiritual practice is constant learning. Real Vedanta is when you are able to learn from every experience of your life. So where did you learn this learning? There was one Mr. and Mrs. Gupta somewhere in North India. And they were very much respected in the society, and they were honored a civic reception because nobody had ever seen any discord between the two, and they were the most ideal couple. So they were honored. And a whole huge crowd came, and Mr. Gupta, Mrs. Gupti, everybody was on the stage. And then, after formalities, they say, now we request Mr. Gupta to tell the secret of their harmonious coexistence without any fight or discord, so that the young people of the world can learn from them. Gupta just stood up, looked at his wife. She said, okay. Then he started. And he started. We have a simple principle. She goes her way. I go her way. Be a follower. Never be a leader in life. Life becomes so beautiful. But for us, I will tell, I will decide, I will do, then I will suffer. See you friends. So Ishavasya Upanishad tells us this technique. According to our Vedanta Shastra or our scriptures, there are 4 Purusharthas. Purushartha means Purushaihi Artyate iti Purushartha. That which is sought after by the people is called as Purushartha. Now it is said in 4 ways. The Artha, Kama, Dharma, Moksha. But I put it in one way. All of us are seeking happiness. And all of us are becoming miserable because we are seeking happiness. The search for happiness is the most miserable search in life. Whenever you seek, you go away from yourself. When you discover, you don't create. Scientific discovery. What is already available, which was covered because of whatever factor, that covering is removed and the already existing thing is revealed. Exactly the same way. When we discover happiness, we are walking the spiritual path. When we are seeking happiness, we are following the samsara path. These are the 4 Purusharthas which are dealt with in this Upanishad. What Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written in his commentary is so wonderful, and we will study it from both the standpoints. We have got only 5 days, so I will be going with a supersonic speed, and I know you will be all attentive, at least 20%. Every Upanishad begins with the Shanti part. Shanti part means what? Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya na cha yuktasya bhavana na cha bhavayata shantihi ashantasya kutas sukham. Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya. He who doesn't have the knack of listening in such a manner that you can catch in one go. I think you got to repeat again and again. Now what is the reason? We have to repeat again and again. Because we are not available. I am coming here from Hubli. And in Hubli, we have discovered one mantra which I gave to everybody. Every day we used to chant that mantra 3-4 times. It's available on YouTube. You can see. I tell you now also. You also chant that mantra. Mantra is very good. Based on Bhagavad Gita. Whatever was told by Bhagavan Sri Krishna to Arjuna on the battlefield, nothing was practiced by Arjuna. He was in the very midst of the war. Both sides, there are enemies standing, and he was in the no man's land, and there the Bhagavad Gita was delivered. Will he do meditation there? Shosho Deshi Pratishtapya. No, no way. Will he keep on chanting there? Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai. No way. Will he study the scriptures? What did he do? He did nothing. And you see all the students of Gita, we have to do karma yoga. Arey yaar, kuch nahi kiya Arjun ne. Why you are worried? Relax. Then what happened in Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavan Krishna did not ask a question to Arjun. Arjun, have you got the knowledge that I gave you? He didn't ask. His question was, Kachit etam shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa kachit ajnana sammoha pranashtaste dhananjaya. Hey Arjun, your delusion has gone or not? And Arjuna's question was also the same thing. He says right in the beginning, Karpanya dosho patasvabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta. I am totally confused. See? And when Bhagavan Krishna asked him, has your delusion gone? Arjun doesn't say, I have got the knowledge. He says, Nashto mohaha smritihi labdha tat prasadat maya chuta stitosmi gata sandehaha karishye vachanam tava. All delusion gone. I have gained my wits. Now I shall follow your instructions. So he said, Nashto mohaha smritihi labdha. All delusion gone. Now I remember what for I have come here on the battlefield. Tat prasadat maya chita. Therefore, stitosmi gata sandeha. Now I am left with no doubt. Be attentive. We have heard Bhagavad Gita so many times. Bhagavan asked us the same question. What will we reply? Nashta smriti mohalabdaha tat prasadat maya chuta stitosmi gata sandeha. No, gatosmi stita sandeha. I am further confused. Therefore, the problem is not anywhere outside. There is only one problem. And that problem is we are not available for what we have come together. So the mantra which I gave in Hubli, if you want to take, repeat after me. If you don't want to take, who cares? It's free download. I Now, here, whatever I am, I shall be 100% present. I, now, here, whatever I am, shall be present 100%. Now, here I am a speaker, and you are a Shrota or Sota or Sarota. See, friends, this is the only spiritual practice. I am not giving you a mala in your hand. I am not telling you for donations. I am not telling you to go to Ganga Sagar. No, only this. Wherever, whenever, whatever we are, we should be 100% present. That's it. Now you are sitting here and you remember your daughter-in-law, whether she has heated the milk or not. Do you think you will listen to me? Or when I look at you somebody and I am reminded of my mother and then I get carried away emotionally. Will I be able to talk? See, my friends, spiritual life is so simple. It's not complicated. So we make it complicated. See? And therefore, with this approach, we'll try to study this Ishavasya Upanishad. So, the Shanti part is nothing but we are fully available at this moment so that in one go we are able to comprehend. So, this mantra is known to all of you. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is the beginning. It is not over, okay? Otherwise you say, thank God, over. No, it's the beginning. See, this whole Upanishad is expansion of this mantra. In Vedanta, there are two ways the truth is explained. One is Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. Brahma is the reality, the world is an illusion. The second way is Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everything is Brahman. Conclusion, therefore Brahman is illusion. See? So these two things we have to understand here. What exactly is meant? So first of all, Purnam Adaha Purnamidam. That means the cause. This means the effect. So the cause and effect, both of them are the same. There is nothing lacking in this. It is infinite. Like the gold is gold and the ornament is also gold. Ornament is other than the gold by the grace of the jeweler. Otherwise it is only gold. Therefore, Purnamadaha Purnamidam. So Karana Brahma and Karya Brahma, they are infinite, they are one and the same. Because Purnat Purnamudachyate, because out of the infinite, a finite cannot be born. Be very attentive. Finite is always imagined in the infinite. Earlier, we used to have 64 paisa for 1 rupee. Those of you who are my age, you will know that. Dabbu paisa and Bhokpala paisa. Then we became progressive. We became very much developed country. Then, what is the development? Now 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. So earlier, they are 64, imagination. Now, they are 100, imagination. Maybe we further develop, it will become 1 rupee is equal to 1000 paisa, who knows? See friends, infinite cannot be divided. But we can imagine divisions in infinite by imposition of some criteria. Like the space is infinite, but the infinite space is imagined as north, east, west, south, four corners, up and down, 10 directions. Is the space divided in 10? Should we say that the space in the east is pure and the space in the west is not pure? No, it is the space. But what happens? We get influenced by Feng Shui or Vastu. Because our attention is not on the space, attention is on the directions. So the parents tell the children that, look here, should not sleep by facing your feet to the south. This is bad, okay? So the child listens and sleeps. Keep the feet to the east and sleeps. But at night, then like the clock of the hands of the clock keeps on moving whole night. And then which direction are the legs? Therefore, this is the meaning. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. That in that Brahman, the world, you and me are imagined. Like in the space, the relationship of earth and the sun is superimposed. Sun rises in the east. Which is the east? Where the sun rises. Where the sun rises? To the east. So who is who because of whom? When father scolded his downloaded digital son, you know these days children are not born, they are downloaded. And because their parents are like that. In today's world, the parents are, the father is Google and the mother is Amma Jan. You know Amma Jan? Amazon. Whatever you have to ask, you ask Google. And whatever you have to demand, you demand Amma Jan. She gives you. Therefore, children are downloaded. Nobody is born. So one downloaded child was scolded by the father. I gave you birth and you behave like this. Immediately the child said, Dad, enough is enough. Who told you you gave me birth? I gave you birth. Without me being born, who called you dad? So, father and the son, they are mutually dependent. Any mutual dependence is supported by something which is independent of both of them. Therefore, this mantra, Purnamadaha Purnamidam, means there is but one reality which is imagined to be the cause and effect. Cause is always unknown, effect is always known. When we go to the doctor, unless we are Indians, we don't tell the doctor the disease what we have. Indians go and tell, Doctor Sahab, injection laga do, kai dinon se nahi lagaya. So we go and tell him the symptoms. Effects are known. From the effects, he concludes the cause. Therefore, what is known to us? We know the world, we know ourselves, we are the effects. Then the question comes, who created the world? So God created the world. So from the effect, the cause is established. And both cause and effect, they are superimposed on the absolute, which is not reduced because of the effect, which is not gained because of the cause. This is the meaning of Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. One of the biggest difficulty for every intellectual is they are caught up in the cause and effect. And cause and effect is mithya. It has no standing. And therefore, this is the first statement. This world is mithya. When you look at the ornaments and call them as, as gold, then you are wise. But when you are looking at the gold and call them as ornament, you are otherwise. See, in the same manner, we are looking at God, but we call it as a world. Why we call the God as world? Because Asti Bhati Priya Nama Rupa iti Panchamshakam Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagad Rupam Tatodvayam. The Satchidananda substratum is Paramatma, name and form, this is the world. Try to think without usage of a single word. Think, but don't use any word. You just cannot. Because the world is nothing but name and form. And therefore, in deep sleep, when there is no name, no form, no world. But can the name and the form exist without a substratum? So the substratum is the reality. Name and form are superimposed. But what happens? When we look at the world, our importance goes to the name and the form, and the substratum is forgotten. See, friends. Therefore, when it is said Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, it means the superimposed is an appearance, not real. The substratum is the real. And then the second one is Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Therefore, cause and effect is an illusion. Therefore, everything is Paramatma. So, Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate. Then, Purnasya Purnamadaya. Then, when this world is dissolved in the consciousness, it is nothing but consciousness. Where will the waves disappear when they die? Will they go in the sky? Will they go in the earth? No. They go back to the ocean because waves are nothing but the ocean. In the same manner, just right now, colors and forms, where do they disappear? They disappear in the vision. Where the sounds disappear, they disappear in the hearing ability. Where the sense organs disappear, they disappear in the mind. Where the mind disappears, it goes back to the intellect. Where the intellect goes, it goes back to the life, Chetana. Because it is from here only everything has come out. Mayeva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishtitam, mayi sarvam layam yati, tad brahmadvayam asmyam. Everything is born in me, everything is sustained in me, everything goes back in me. The water says, all oceans are born in me, they are sustained in me, they go back to me. The oceans say, all waves are born in me, they are sustained in me, they go back to me. Purnasya Purnamadaya. When we are able to recognize the divinity in the manifest world, we merge in the divinity. Be very attentive. Where knowing and being is one, that is the truth. Where knowing and being are not one, that is samsara. Like, I know this is a camera stand. So what are the two things? I, who is knowing, and object which is known. But what is the knowledge? I know this is a camera stand, and further, I am not the camera stand. Otherwise, what a great fun it will be. I know this is a donkey and I am a donkey. No. But when it comes to know the self, you cannot know the self without being the self. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. You cannot remain separate apart from being one with the truth if you know the truth. Ishavasya Upanishad over. What more you want to know? See, friends, and when this knowledge takes place, then Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Technically speaking, they call it the Tri Vidha Tapa Shanti. There are three kinds of problems. One is Adi Bhautik, second is Adi Daivik, and third is Adhyatmik. Adi Bhautik problem is there are earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, infernos, Adi Bhautik problems. Adi Daivik problems is we have come over here, but the mind is not cooperating. आध्यात्मिक प्रॉब्लम समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा. I don't understand anything. See? So these three problems, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So to apply them in our life, how should we practice? First, Adi Bhautik means at the body level. Let our body be seated on the seat without getting further disturbed. Otherwise, every 2 minutes, as if the leg is running somewhere. Keep on constantly changing. We can't sit in one posture quiet because body doesn't cooperate. So Om Shanti. Let us not keep the body whichever way it is best suited and forget about it. Then the second Shanti is mind. And for that mind we give you the mantra. Wherever, whenever, whatever I am, I should be fully available. And the third Shanti is, now if you are fully available, you will not miss a single word. And also, you will not misunderstand a single word. Both. See, in one of his commentary, Bhagwan Shankara says, there are 4 types of students. One is called as Uttam Adhikari, second is Madhyam Adhikari, third is Adham Adhikari, and fourth is Adhamadham Adhikari. Now, Uttam Adhikari is the one who listens only once and comprehends 100%. Uttam Adhikari. Madhyam Adhikari is, he understands 50%, 50% doesn't understand. Adham Adhikari, he doesn't understand anything. There is no difference between him and the seat. And the fourth one is the superior most. He understands exactly the opposite. What is not said, that is understood. See? So for the Uttam Adhikari, let this Om Shanti 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 be the body, the mind and our faculty of perception be bright and brilliant. With this kind of prayer and understanding, now we enter this word, this Upanishad. Om Ishavasya sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita ma ghrudakkasya svidhanam. There are 3 statements in this mantra. This Upanishad is called as Ishavasya Upanishad because it begins with the word Ishavasya. Like in our Indian tradition, we don't give numbers to the songs. Which arti we should sing? 31. No, it's not a number. Then Om Jai Jagdisha Hare. Similarly, which Upanishad? Ishavasya Upanishad. You see, in the English tradition, they give a number. You please see that number. Once, 420. No number. There are different ways of naming the Upanishad. One is this. Similarly, Keno Upanishad. Kene Shitam Padati Preshitam Manaha begins with the Kena. Then one Upanishad, Prashna Upanishad, because there are 6 questions asked by the 6 different students. Prashna Upanishad. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is a very huge one. Therefore, Brihadaranyaka. In this manner, this Upanishad is called as Ishavasya Upanishad. Now, what the Upanishad does, or what the study of scripture is meant for, this is the most important topic. Study of scriptures give us a vision to look at the world. Like when we go to the doctor, eye doctor, the doctors are correcting our focal length apparatus. Vision is already there. We are not lacking vision. But because of something, our eye muscles cannot accommodate properly, and therefore we cannot focus on the object. So when they give the glasses, that ability is restored. Exactly the same way. We all see the world. We are not blind, we are seeing the world. We are experiencing the world. But are we seeing the world as it should be? Or we are seeing the world what we think it is? See? When a lady goes to a jeweler's shop, what she sees is the design, the glitter, the latest fashion, and which actress has put it on what occasion. That is in her mind. So she is seeing only that. And husband's attention is on the credit card. I think I forgot credit card. See, object is the same. Things are seen different. In the same manner, here we are all seeing this world, but what are we seeing? Here the vision is given to us. Ishavasya sarvam. Idam means objective. See, when we know Sanskrit, that doesn't mean we know Vedanta. Because the words which are used in any language may not be the same which are meant in a particular subject. Like we use the word mouse in English as well as in computer science. But the meaning is totally different. In the same manner, idam in Sanskrit means this. In Vedanta Shastra, idam means any and every objective experience is called as idam. So, Ishavasya idam sarvam. All that is comprehended by us as not I, idam means not I, aham means I. So, Ishavasya idam sarvam, sarvam, exclusive, everything, jagatyam, in this world. So, what is in this world? Only 2 things, jada and chetana, chara, achara, sentient and inert. So, everything in this world is Ishavasyam. It is something like this. What is the house of gold? Oh, house of gold is every ornament. Because if we want to see the gold, we'll see it in ornament. So actually what is the truth? That the ornaments are superimposed on the gold, but our attention is only on the ornament, and therefore we will say that the house of the ornament, the gold, is every ornament. In the same manner, which is the house of Paramatma? Every being and everything, because that is what we are perceiving. See? Therefore, Ishavasya sarvam, everything is pervaded by this Isha. Now, Isha means what? It is the third case. Isha means by Ishvara. Without him, nothing can exist. Meaning, he is everything and without him there is nothing. Like gold is every ornament, and without the gold no ornament can be. This is called technically as Anvaya Vyatirek. Anvaya Vyatirek means what? Presence of the gold in every ornament is called as Anvaya. Anu Ayam is Anvaya. And existence of the gold without becoming an ornament is called as Vyatirek. Therefore, what is the conclusion? Conclusion is that the gold is the reality and the ornament is merely superimposed on the gold. But when our attention is too much on the name and the form, we miss the gold and we give importance to the ornament. In Thane, once, one of my jeweler friend asked me to come and inaugurate his new showroom. So I went there, cutting the ribbon, putting the lamp, agarbatti, everything. Then he says, Swamiji, I am not going to give you because I know you very well. You are dangerous. I said, all right, why did you call me? Because I love you. Very good. He said, suppose I give you two statues. One is Rama, other is Ravana. Which you will take? I say, you imagine here, I am a Swami, you should understand this. Yes, you will take Rama. I said, now listen from me. Which is heavy? Keep Rama, Ravana with you. I am interested in gold. See, friends, in the same manner, when we are looking at the world, where is our attention? If attention is on the name and the form, we have missed the Paramatma. Therefore, be attentive. Try these two things, and I promise you will not do it. These two things. First, don't talk to yourself and listen to silence simultaneously. This is that. Can you explain this in any word? Therefore, Maunam Vyakya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam Varsheshtante Vasadrushiganaihi Avrutam Brahmanishtai Acharendram Karakalita Chinmudram Anandarupam Swatmaramam Muditavadanam Dakshinamurti Vide. Therefore, the mudra, that which is expressed through the eloquence of silence, is the truth. Ishavasya sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. And when we change this vision, what will happen? We will discover the world includes us also. So Ishavasya sarvam means what? Everything, including ourselves, is nothing but the divine reality. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. But how do we know whether we have reached the right experience or not? What are the symptoms? You can't go and ask others. People ask us also. Now you don't make a fun of me, please, okay? Can you tell me how much I have progressed in spirituality? How much I have become realized? So I look at her. I said, Amma, up to knees. Above knees, still there is dump. It is only a direct your own experience. Nobody can evaluate you. See? It is something like, I take food and I ask Padma, hey, tell me, my stomach is full. I have eaten. How can anybody tell? Exactly the same way. How do we know Ishavasya sarvam yatkinch jagatyam jagat, whether this experience has happened or not? What are the symptoms? When our stomach is full, up to the nose we have eaten, what are the symptoms? Even if Tirupati Balaji Laddu comes, we say no. Therefore, the symptoms of abiding in the truth is Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridhisritaha. When we start living at zero desire level, when we start living at zero complaint level, the space doesn't complain because of the inferno I am burning, because of the hurricane I am becoming disturbed, because of the winds I am flown away. At the same time, the space doesn't reject or oppose anything. See, friends, this is not only words, it is an experience. Like when our stomach is full, there cannot be desire for food. In the same manner, when we are abiding in the infinite, there cannot be attraction for anything finite. But when we consider ourselves to be the finite, this useless body, then we will be having desires which are unending. See how simple it is. Therefore, all that is required in the spiritual life is change your vision. You know, in our trucks, it is abundantly written, the greatest wisdom of India is on the backside of the trucks. Buri najar wale, what they write? But that is the old style. The latest one is different. बुरी नजर वाले अपनी नजर टेस्ट करा दें. There is nothing wrong in this world. The world is beautiful. It is in the same world Vivekananda Ramakrishna Paramahamsa lived. It's not a different world. But for us, tu और तो और मैं और मोर तो और तय माया, बस our whole world begins only mine and not mine, yours and not yours. See, my friends. Therefore, when the vision changes, our interaction changes. When interactions change, our experience changes. When experience changes, the quality of life changes. Now, presently we are looking at the world as a place of indulgence, enjoyment. But when you look at the same world as nothing but Paramatma, your attitude of indulgence and enjoyment will disappear, and only the seva will be natural expression. You will not do seva, it will happen through you. When seva happens through us, there is no I born. Like when a child falls on the way, we just help him to get up. That time, do we have the sense, I have helped the child? It has just happened. See, friends. One more example will make it clear. There was a temple and all marble temple. So when I was going on the step by step, watching how beautifully made, nice pillars on the nice carvings, beautiful pictures. And like that, when I went all the way near the sanctum, and it was a temple of Saraswati Ma, made out of again the same marble. So when I looked at or stepped on the stones, marble, I did not do namaskar. I did not bow down. But the same marble, in the form of that Saraswati, immediately. Know why? It is also a stone. But now in that stone, I have seen goddess, immediately it changes. But other stones, they are only stones. Exactly the same way. When you look at the world as a divine, the attitude of bhoga will disappear. Ishavasya sarvam. Yat kincha jagatyam jagat. No excuse, no exception. Then, when this is happening, what will be the result? The result is second line. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Then, the attitude of bhoga, tyakta, will be given up. What is our life if we are to answer? We go to the heaven and the God asks, hey Bengaluru, yes. What did you do? I sent you as a human being. Me? Listen, no talk, yes. Being a South Indian, I have eaten 4 trucks of rice. Oh. Then, so many tankers of rasam and sambar. So many quintals of yogurt. Are yaar, what did you produce? Garbage. See, friends, from our body, other than service to the world, nothing holy thing comes out. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Here the word bhunjitha doesn't mean enjoy. Bhunjitha means atmanam palayeta. Protect yourself. That you are not in this world for indulgence and enjoyment. That we have done in our whole many lives. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunancha samanya etar pasubhi drinam. See? Dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha dharmena hina pasubhi samana. Ahara, eating, nidra, sleeping, then sense of insecurity, bhaya, and maithunancha, procreation. These are the things common between human beings and animals. Then what is that? What makes a human being is this: seeking, discovering our divine nature. And this can happen only if our vision changes. You cannot force on anybody. We have to change our vision. And this is the ultimate vision. In Bombay, it happened many years before. I was going somewhere in the car and always traffic jam. But nobody can beat the traffic jam of Bengaluru. I move the whole world every year. There is no horrible city than Bengaluru because of the traffic jam. Anywhere you go, see my courage, I am talking before Bengalurians. Satyam madishyami rutam madishyami. So when I was going, traffic jam, the car stopped, and there was one young boy on a motorcycle. He was just following one girl going ahead and wanted to flirt with her. So he went and stopped the car in front of his motorcycle and looked at her and wanted to say, "Hi, darling." And when he turned and looked, she was a 80 not out. From the back side, she looked a young girl. When he went in front, "Yes, beta, what do you want?" Will he say hi? He will say, "Hi, hi, kisko dekha?" The moment your vision changes, your interaction will change. Will that boy be required to tell, "Don't flirt with the old girls, old ladies"? No, not required. Exactly the same way. When you change this vision, look at the world, that you are looking at the Lord Himself, whichever way He can come. You can never have attitude of indulgence, but it will be an opportunity to serve. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. Therefore, this kama purushartha will be taken care of. Therefore, a devotee of the Lord, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, 9th chapter, Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paripasate Tesham Nityami Yuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyam. Bhagavan gave this promise. Yoga, what you don't have, I shall give you. And Kshema, whatever you have, I'll protect. Therefore, a devotee of the Lord, neither he desires nor he worries. He knows what is needed, he will provide. So, this Kama Purushartha is fulfilled in two ways, through knowledge and through devotion. Because knowledge and devotion, they are one and the same thing. The maturity of knowledge is devotion, and the perfection in devotion is wisdom. See, friends. Therefore, tena tyaktena vanjita, all your desires will be completely taken care of. Desire-free experience is God realization. At this moment, you are nobody, therefore, you have no desire. I am giving the long pauses, not because I have forgotten, but for you to taste it. This is a trailer. Now see this experience. No tension, no worries, no achievement, no failure, and nobody. Tena taktena vanjita. This is the Kama Purushartha. Desires cannot be fulfilled. We have to transcend the desires. And when we transcend the desires, we don't hate anything. For example, as a child, we had desire for small little toys and all that. Now we are grown up. Now the children are playing with the toys. We don't have jealousy. Yeah, you are playing, you don't give. No. Because we are grown out of that desire for the small toys. But now we want big toys. Desires are still there. But from the small desires we have risen up. The wise man has risen beyond all the desires. And desires are only of two types. Yoga and Kshema. What I don't have, I should have it. And what I have, it should be protected. Government should not take it away. This is how the samsara is. Those who do not have money, they are worried because they don't have money. Those who have money, they are worried because they have money. Both of them have the condition, the same. Money is the condition. Tena tyaktena vanjita. Protect yourself from yourself. Atmaiva atmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmana. We are our friend, we are our enemies. If we fall victim to the desires, we are our enemy. And if we do not fall victim to the desires, we are our friend. Tena tyaktena vanjita. Thus, protect yourself from yourself. I remember many years before, there was one air hostess, British Airways, Indian, and she told me, Swamiji, please come for my marriage. I said, look here, that time I am not there, I cannot come. But after marriage, you can bring that poor fellow, I'll bless you both. So she came. And then that time I had one Rudraksha in my hand, I was playing with something. So, Swamiji, please give me blessing. So I said, okay. The Rudraksha put a thread. I said, tell your husband to tie around your neck. So he tied. Now Ashirwad, I said, may you protect yourself from yourself. What kind of blessing? I said, yes. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripurātmana. We are our real problem. Old people are frustrated. What because of? They have no problem of health. They have no problem of security. Their children are well settled. Everything is everything. But pata nahi, I am feeling very low. Why? Because your mind has become your enemy. Tena taktena manjira. The mind must dissolve in consciousness. Protect yourself. Then the third thing comes. Ma grudaha kasya sviddhanam. The third purushartha is dhanam, wealth, artha purushartha. If we see our whole life, what we have been doing is only two things: accumulating things and creating relations. These are the two types of wealth we carry the burden throughout our life. The burden of wealth or possessions we understand, but the burden of relations we don't understand. The day you understand the burden of relations, you will continue to be, but you will be free from the burden of relationship. See, friends, it's very simple if you can catch it properly. First of all, Ma grudaha kasya dhanam. Grudha means a vulture. What is a vulture? It soars high in the sky. But where is the attention? Not on the living bodies, but wherever there are dead bodies, there the vultures come down. We are walking the spiritual path, soaring high in the sky, but where is our attention? On the dead things of this world. Something more, something more. How many things we keep on collecting. In Bombay, people, Swamiji, I am thinking to change my house or add one more room because it becomes very small. Why? There is no place for furniture. A house is for furniture or for you? See, last year when I went to somebody's place, so they asked me, Swamiji, please tell us what should we do for walking spiritual path. I said, I'll tell, but you will not do it. No, you tell, I'll do it. I said, remove all kachra from your house and keep minimum things, which are bare minimum. Swamiji done. I said, okay. This year I went. And in the letter and spirit, she did it. This is Swami, as you told last time, I removed everything. Only minimum furniture, minimum utensils, minimum things. And now I am enjoying. The whole house is so empty. What a joy it is. Earlier, you walk here, in your own house, you can't live happily. See, friends, how many things we keep on collecting. We don't understand. We are unnecessarily carrying the burden. These are the signs of old age. Have you seen one Hindi movie? If not, do see that. You will get a good message. The movie is 102 Not Out. It's a Hindi movie. In that movie, it is shown the father is 102 years and the son is something like 70, 75. But the 75-year son is so attached to useless things. The old father, he tells him 101 things. See, friends. So, Mahagrudaha kasya siddhanam. First, possessiveness has to be given up. And the second thing is relations. About relations, I'll tell you one theoretical example and then see what exactly it means. This is just an example. I am a man and married. This is an example, please. I am a man married. So therefore, I have become a husband. And then, that lady to whom I am married, she became my wife. Okay. Now, two experiments. First experiment, I divorce her. So when I divorce her, what happens to me, the husband? He is no more husband. That means he died. Okay. Then second experiment. I am married to this lady and became a husband. Then she died. First, I divorce. Second, I died. Effect of both the things is what? I am no more husband. But in the first case, when I divorce, I am no more husband. Second case, when my wife died, I am no more husband. What are the two experiences? In the first experience, when I have willfully divorced my wife, after the divorce, I am no more a husband, but I am happy. And in second example, when my wife died, I am no more a husband, but then I am miserable. See the difference? In first case, I have willfully given away. In second case, it was snatched away. When you give up this world of your own choice, you are free. So, do you suggest us to divorce, Swamiji? Today's Upadesh. So, what we have to understand, very simple. Don't take your relations seriously. Take them lightly. How to take them lightly? Play your role perfectly well. We all have to play different roles. So when you are with your father, so you are a son, play your role, respect him, don't argue with him, don't discuss anything. Whatever he says before listening, say yes, because after 2 minutes he'll forget. Don't argue. And just maintain peace at home and with yourself. With your child, with your son, when he says something, you pretend you are listening, but don't listen. He is only asking money, nothing else. Then protect yourself. But the main thing you are not telling. With the wife, oh, it's very simple. When she is talking, you should keep quiet. When she is quiet, you should not talk. Play these roles in your life. You are free from the burdens of possessions and relations. Ma gruda kasya siddhanam. Who belongs to whom in this world? Only as long as we are awake, we are brother, father, mother, sister, husband, wife. The moment body disidentification happens, there is nobody. And therefore it is said, nobody is happy. In the deep sleep, we are nobody, therefore we are happy. Now that husband who doesn't dare look at his wife with his open eyes, where from he gets the courage to snore loudly in that sleep? And why he snores? Because he is happy. Happiness cannot be silent, isn't it? Let us observe silence. Why? We are all happy. No, it's a condolence. See, friends. Therefore, those who snore in deep sleep, they are really happy. Those who cannot snore, they are unfortunate. Because there also they are not given up the wife. Discover this freedom. Tena tyaktena vanjita ma grudakasya siddhanam. So, we have seen first the moksha purushartha. Ishavasya vidam sarvam. That's liberation. Then, second was kama purushartha. We are not here to fulfill our desires. We are here to transcend the desires. And third, artha purushartha. Have things, but know for certain that you are not immune to carry the burden of possessions and limitations. Okay, understood. What understood? So let us simply sit and sleep. Now see, artha, wealth, kama, desires. If there is no control over these two, they can lead to disaster in life. First, earning money, artha. If we do not have income tax laws, we will go to any extent and loot the whole world. See, friends. Similarly, kama, bhog, indulgence. If we do not have control, then we will be worse than the animals. Therefore, yes, you must earn for your living being. You must have your good life, no doubt about it. But it must be self-protected. When the discipline is self-imposed, it is a freedom. When the discipline is imposed from outside, it is a burden. See, for example, those who are observing, for example, I do not take sweets. Doesn't mean I got a diabetes, but I don't take it. So I enjoy not taking sweet. Other person has diabetes, and doctor told him, don't eat sweet. So he suffers. No, doctor, suppose if I take injection and then eat. See? So I have given up sweets of my own choice, and the patient is asked to give up, compulsorily he suffers. Dharma is self-imposed discipline on indulgence and earnings. Dharma is not meant for torturing us. See? Therefore, the fourth Purushartha, the Dharma Purushartha, is now indicated in the next mantra. Kurvanneveha karmani jaji visheshadagam samaha evam tvai nanyatetosti na karma lipyate nare. In this we are to, should I stop now? Is it okay? Before you get up, I'll stop. We'll see tomorrow if you come. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo